Alright, listen closely. This is the story of Buk Hyang-hwa, one of the most beautiful and tragic figures in a regressor's tale of cultivation. Spoiler alert, she wasn't just a side character. She wasn't just a love interest. She was the anchor in Seo Eun-hyun's endless storm of regressions. Picture this, a woman in flowing white robes, a jade pendant at her waist, a master artisan of magical artifacts, the kind of genius who could shape the very circuits of magic and reality itself. And yet, her story begins with something so simple. A cup of water, a small kindness to a thirsty traveler, a kindness that echoes across lifetimes. At first, she helps Eun-hyun design a formation. But what begins as partnership grows into something far deeper. In the 10th cycle, they finally build a life together. For 10 years, they live as if they are married, side by side in her shop, White Lotus. And on the day he finally chooses to confess his love, on the day that should have been their wedding, tragedy strikes. The villain Yuan Li attacks, and Hyang-hwa dies in Eun-hyun's arms. With her last breath, she lies, saying she never loved him. But Eun-hyun knows the truth. He can see intent, and he sees her love was real. That moment breaks him. His grief is so deep his tears turn black. His rage births curses. For 200 years he carries that pain, mastering forbidden arts, until at last, he creates a new spell born from love and loss, the White Orchid Blessing. And even after 2 centuries, he returns to marry her spirit in a ceremony with white and red wine. But her story doesn't end there. Because of Eun-hyun's actions in another cycle, her fate changes. She becomes more than a memory. She becomes the Conqueror King. She builds a fleet. She ascends to power. She leaves behind her own legend. And yet, fate is cruel. In her final moments, her endless curiosity and bond with Eun-hyun lead her to investigate the jade pendant at her side. The backlash consumes her. Her soul turns to salt and enters the dream world. Buk Hyang-hwa was love. She was loss. She was tragedy and inspiration woven into one. She was the curse that broke him and the blessing that carried him forward. Some bonds in this brutal world of cultivation cannot be severed. Not by time, not by death, not even by fate itself.